Hi guys, I'm back. This video is going to be a little bit more lengthier than the previous ones, and I'm going to try to do a tutorial video as well after this one. I did some shopping this past week over at Hobby Lobby, and I'm super psyched. I've sold some of my bottles, so I was able to use some of that money to recoup up some more art supplies and crafting supplies. And like I said before, watching videos on YouTube, I'm learning, different things that are a little pricey but worth it in the end. Because a lot of the stuff that I've bought, I've been able to get a lot of use out of it. So where do I start here? I made this candle jar. Um, Probably about a month ago before my whole world come crashing down. I'm not going to talk about any of that right now, but I'm just trying to focus on, the positives and keeping my mind clear and, with crafts and stuff. So moving right along, this is actually a recycled candle jar. Um, I burn a lot of candles in my house. My sister is a candle freak as well. So, to keep from throwing them away, and the shapes of some of them are really nice too. You want to upcycle them and get a second use out of them, and probably a permanent use because I'm using battery operated tea light candles in here. So what I did is a friend of mine tagged me in a picture on Facebook one afternoon, and the concept is not mine at all. These candles will not be for sale or available. I'm basically just making them as gifts. I mean, I really could, because I'm not using this person's material. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Part of me, when it's someone else's idea, you want to give them credit. And the problem I'm having with that is I can't remember who, uh, made the concept, and really who to give the credit to. So I have the same concept of hers. I know that it's a lady, but I'm not using her materials. I'm not using anyone's materials. This is artwork that I have, that I created and added to the jar. So um, the only part of her concept that I did use was wrapping the jars in the tissue paper. It shows her wrapping them in the tissue paper, and then she's got, I think, printable templates or printable fairies or something. Maybe it's in a store online that she is selling those. So I took a different spin on it, and I created my own fairies on regular like tracing paper, and then I painted them in black, and then I glued them with the Mod Podge on the inside of the jar. So the first step in it was wrapping it in the tissue paper and Mod Podging it, and it's not perfect by no means. It's really difficult to try to get tissue paper onto any surface for me right now because it's just new. I work with paints, acrylic paints a lot, and but anyway, I still like it, and I like the way that it turned out. So the design that's on here is one that was drawn out, and it was painted in black acrylic paint. Um, and then I just took a mason jar, wide mouth mason jar lid, and hot glued it to the base of the jar. This candle jar had a lid with it, but I decided to not use it because I wanted it to be easy for you to put a new candle in when the battery dies. So it probably took me about an hour to do the whole project. The hardest part was waiting on the tissue paper to dry, so I kind of hit it with the hair dryer because I don't own a heat gun still. And I tell you what, the hair dryer works, so improvise all you can. So this is the end result of it, and I like it, and it's really, it puts off a lot of light at night, makes a really good night light, makes a really good gift for a child, or it doesn't necessarily have to be fairies on the inside of it. You could use any kind of silhouette, um, any kind of anything really, and then put the light behind it, and it kind of throws it off. So let's see. So I wrapped it in tissue. I painted the silhouette, Mod Podge it on the inside of the jar. It's on the inside. See if I can get a good shot here. See, it's on the inside of it. And then I wrapped the mason jar wide mouth lid in tulle, the white colored tulle. These little flowers that are on here, I picked them up at Walmart. Gosh, probably 2 or 3 months ago. They were on clearance. And it's a good idea when you're in Walmart, because it's like any other craft store. Things are pretty pricey, and if you're on a budget like me, look for things that are opened. I always find things that are opened, and it's so funny to me because people will not buy something that's open, and they're gonna go home and open it. So, you know, I paid $1.22 for like 100 of these, so that's crazy. Anyway, so this is the jar, and my plans right now is to do a tutorial video with another jar. I went and I bought a whole case of these mason jars at Walmart. They were 12 for like $8.97. So it's just a regular clear jar, you know, with the lid on it. My plan is probably not going to use this part. Make it like this, and then glue this up right on there. You know, with the tool and everything that's on there. So I'm going to move this over. This is where I'm at so far. I've painted the inside of the jar. And I used, let's see, I found metallic paint. So I have the Folk Art metallic paint from Walmart, which is this right here. And then I'm going to use this shade that's here. And then I'm going to use, and I used some white, just regular white chalk finish for the glass paint. I did little speckles of it. So I'm going to hold off on showing anything else on this right here. I'm going to make a full tutorial video of, you know, how I make it in the next video that I upload. So I'm going to move on from that. But the jars right now are they're really good, you know, as far as the price and whatever. So, all right, I'm going to move on for that. And I'm going to show all of my goodies that I've picked up over the last week or two. And then I'll move on to the tutorial video. So I actually got me an exacto mat, and I'm pretty happy about that. I've been eyeing this thing in Walmart for a while, and I'm like, oh my God, $10 for it's a lot. So makes the surface a little bit easier to work on, and I have the measurements, and that's going to be cool. Let's see. In the other video, I want to talk about the flowers that I have. So I'm going to hold off on that. That'll be in the next video. And all of the other ideas that I have that go on with this next project. So, all right, Walmart right now. As of this week, you can get the big bottles of the paint if you use the acrylic paints like I do. I paid 2 for $5 for these right now, and I'm always using these little bottles because they're $1 a bottle. So I picked up 2 of those, and because I use black and white so much, these are the only 2 shades that I picked up. I picked up those, and then I got metallic paint, which I'm really, really loving the metallic paint. I didn't discover this until probably about a week ago. So I picked up these 4. So I got a blue sapphire shade, and look for the little diamond on top because that's metallic. I got a rose shimmer shade, and then I've got the antique copper shade, which I can show you a can that I painted. This is just an old cookie jar, cookie can, like a cookie tin. And look at that. Like I painted over all of it. It covered everything up, and it looks like a metal container now, which is really cool. And I painted the bottom of it. So, and this holds a lot of my elements that I have from scrapbooking. That's easy for me to grab. So, oh, and the foam hearts came from Dollar Tree too. So I just painted over those with the brass. Actually, it's copper. Antique copper is the shade of that metallic one. So, let's see. So that's my paint that I picked up. And then I finally, let me grab it here. I don't know if this is pronounced gesso or gesso, but I finally was able to find that in Hobby Lobby. And like I said, I sold some of my bottles, so I was able to purchase this. Really excited about using this, and I've been on Amazon, and I've ordered another container of this, and then I went on another lady that I follow on YouTube, Angela Holt Designs. She posted some links under some of her videos for creating with details, and I'm not trying to put anything on blast or anything, but I actually visited that site, and it's really awesome. The prices for their stuff is really reasonable, so I'm super happy and waiting like patiently to get you know, the stuff that I ordered. I'm like really psyched about that. So let's see, I went to Hobby Lobby, and they had ink pads, the Stampabilities brand. These were half off, so I got 2 different shades of those. I got the Paper Studio spare parts little bottles. I've been wanting these little bottles, and I couldn't figure out where to buy them at, so picked up 2 of those, 2 of these, 2 packs of these. These were $4.99, which I think is awesome. They got the cute little corks on top, so I got 2 packs of those. And then really super psyched. I finally have Tim Holtz distressed ink, my first ones ever, and I was so excited. I've already opened them up and tried to use them, and I'm really happy for this. I hope to be blessed with a gift of these from someone in the near future because there's so many different shades and it's a little pricey. I think I paid $10 at Hobby Lobby for all of these shades. And I got the walnut stain, antique linen, black soot, and vintage photo shades for on here. So I cannot wait to use these. I'm just like, oh my gosh. As soon as I seen them in there, I grabbed them up. And I want to say, I think I ordered some of this off of Amazon too. I'm still waiting on my orders to come back. And then I haven't really used a lot of stamps because I draw a lot of my stuff out. But I got me an anchor stamp. These were half off too. It's that stampability that you get at Hobby Lobby. So I got an anchor and I got a dragonfly. So I want to go back and get some more of these though. The problem I have though is like when I stamp it here, I keep getting color here and it kind of trickles out here. So I don't know what to do about that. I'm not real familiar with using stamps, but I want to get into some card making and canvas making. So these are going to be really handy. And then what else? Oh, I got um, I don't even know what this really is. I'm going to use it to put texture on it. It was on clearance at Walmart. Let's see what this is called. Oh, it's a template, a brass template. Um, it's Art C brand at Hobby Lobby. It was on clearance for $2.39, like a film strip. So I'm pretty excited about using that one when I start doing some canvases later on. And let's see, what else? I went to Dollar Tree. I love to take apart wind chimes and I alter the bottles and I use these off of the wind chimes. So I take all of these little pieces and I use them, you know, like on my bottles or on my jars, and it's really cute and they're only $1, so I'm not really tearing anything up. I mean, look at that, you know. So I bought some of those, and then they have the bigger sets of what do you call this? It's a welcome sign from Dollar Tree. You can get this for $1. You could take this off. You could actually use this as a stencil for like a sign or something if you wanted to, or I don't really know. But this part right here, you could take this, and I've got so much crap up here now. You could do it on a regular altered jar. You could have that on the top like that, and you could bend these up. I did a altered fairy jar that's in there in my living room, and it has one of these flowers on it. And I mean, it's nothing to take the tool and like pull that off and, you know, put it on the top of it. So I picked up some of those. And then last but not least, I got hummingbird wind chimes. I'm going to take those apart and use those on a project, and I'm probably going to repaint them. I haven't really decided yet. You could actually use this like on a canvas too, and a little flower. So I'm all about like re-upping it. This is only $1 too. Every single piece on here I could use. I got the hook, I got the chain, I got the little marble dewy, and $1. Dollar. Let's see what else is in here. I picked up, oh, my hummingbird bottle, the last bottle that I did. This is that Dollar General, and it's got a little dragonfly on it. Oops, sorry, little dragonfly on it, and you can take that off of there, disconnect it from the wind chime, and then you could actually put that on, probably on a jar. I mean, look, you could put it on there. So I bought some of those, and then I got some chains. This is just like necklace chains, but I'm not going to use it for necklace chains. I'm actually going to use it for chains to go around some of the bottles, or what do you call that? The bottles or the candle jars. So they were marked 5, but they had a sign on for $2.50. So I'm not real sure about this one, but these right here, I can definitely get some use out of those. Wrap them around a bottle, and you know, it's keeping your eye open and using non-traditional stuff to, you know, add to your project. That makes it just more personable to me. Oh, and I got one of these, and I'm actually using this now. This is a wind chime that I got from Dollar General. Nope, from Dollar Tree. So there's one element there. You could straighten this band out and wrap it around a bottle. And then I have the butterfly here. So I took this butterfly off, and I've actually painted it now in that antique copper paint that I have, the acrylic one, and this is actually going to go on the next project that I'm using. So, you know, it's all about upcycling. So, other than that, it's been pretty busy, you know, between work and home and all of that. Oh, and Mod Podge. Dollar Tree has Mod Podge back now. I got all four of these for $1. So, you know, this stuff goes a long ways. And every time I see it, I don't want to feel like a hoarder, so I don't buy every one of them, but I buy about 4 or 5 of them at a time. So, Mod Podge, Dollar Tree, $1. $1. And then lastly, my ex-husband, which we've been working on our communication and friendship. So he's an electrician, and I got a boatload of copper wiring gave to me. All of this right here. So this saves me a lot of money on buying wire. I went to Dollar Tree and bought other wire too. But y'all all know what that looks like. It's going to be in the floral section back there. So this is all of my goodies, all of my stuff. I'm going to move on to the next video and start the tutorial for the fairy jar. This one, again, I'm not using this. I'm going to use a mason jar that's already painted. Oh, I forgot to show my letters. You can pick these up at Walmart. For $1, I think, or 97 cents, and there's 32 in there. So those are nice. Oh, and I forgot one more thing. The craft bond. Someone was discussing craft bond in their one of their videos. I don't know who it was, but pick me up some of that. So I'm finding I'm going to have to start making room in here for more supplies because I seem to be getting a little bit out of control now. So, all right, I'm going to move on to the next videos. Thanks so much for watching. You can find me on Facebook under Shannon Sharing Crafts if you want to see some of my work. I have been through a lot of personal issues over the last month, probably 2 months. So there's a lot of photos that have not been uploaded on there yet. I plan on trying to get those uploaded with the pricing within the next week if I can get a break in work. So starting to get a few subscribers. Thanks so much to each one of you that have taken the time to watch the videos, even if you have not subscribed. I plan on uploading a lot more, you know, videos and hauls and all of that stuff because I feel like for me it's an outlet right now. There's so much going on in my personal life that I just kind of reach out to the web, you know. So again, the Facebook page is Shannon Sharing Crafts, and it's on Facebook. It's a public page. If you pull up Shannon Sharing Scraps, that's also my page. I'm a graphic designer of 15 years, and I do a lot of digital artwork and designing and that kind of stuff. So if you want to join that page, you're more than welcome to. Leave your comments at the bottom. If you do subscribe, again, thanks so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.